Hello everyone, a very good evening to all of you. Welcome to the Officer Adda 24/7, the special session of your BRBL subject in the English medium language. So Warrior series is going on in which we are doing the case studies question and important MCQ. Okay, so now let's start with the session. First of all, we will understand the difference between the LLP company and the partnership, and then we will discuss the questions of LLP because we have done company act, we have done partnership, and today we will close LLP. So that's why first of all we have to understand the difference between these three things. Okay, now see, if we talk about the partnership, so in partnership the act which is prevailing is Indian Partnership Act 1932, and we know that Indian Partnership Act and SOGA Act was the part of Indian Contract Act. Company, we have to follow Company Act 2013. Act cannot be stable. So before 2013, the Company Act 1956 was there, but right now 2013, and after 2013 also so many changes have been done in the Company Act. If we talk about the LLP, so LLP 2008, is that okay? This is a law which is prevailing for the LLP rules and regulations. So LLP is what? LLP is basically the combination of company plus partnership. It is basically the combination of company plus partnership. That's it. Now, if we talk about the registration, so for partnership, registration is optional. For company, registration with registrar of, that is ROC, is required, and registration for this is compulsory. It means for LLP that is optional, otherwise for company it is compulsory, for LLP it is compulsory. If we talk about the registration of partnership firm, always remember the partnership firm is whether registered or not registered. It will not impact on the business. But the negative point is that is written in section 69 of the Partnership Act, that if a partnership firm is not registered now, so the partners cannot file against case to the partner, third party, etc. So that's why this is some drawback of partnership if it is not registered. Otherwise, it will not impact on the business whether partnership firm is registered or not registered. Important. Cool. Next. If we talk about the creation, so in partnership firm that is created by the contract because the partners have a contract between each other. Okay, so that's why it is created by contract. Company, it is created by law, and LLP, it is created by law. That is so simple. Distinct entity, partnership firm don't have a separate legal entity. Why? The answer is very simple. Partnership firm is what? The partners are collectively, they are called partnership firm. So that's why partnership firm don't have a separate legal entity. If partners are there, partnership firm is there. But for company, the company have a separate legal entity under Company Act, and LLP also have a separate legal entity under the LLP Act. So separate legal entity means we can file the case on LLP, we can file the case on the partner separately. Similarly, in company also, we can file the case on company and we can file the case on this one. But for partnership firm, if I'm filing the case on partnership firm, it means all the partners are involved. So this is the basic difference of distinct entity. Name, any name as per choice. But for company, if it is public company, the word limited should be there at the end of the company. Suppose Coal India Limited, SAIL, GAIL, BHAIL. And for private limited company, the word private limited should be there. For LLP, the word LLP should be attached at the end of this. If we talk about the perpetual succession, perpetual that is long lasting, succession that is a heredity. So for a partnership firm, they don't have a perpetual succession. It means if partners will dead, or the partnership firm will be dissolved. But if we talk about the company and LLP now, if suppose if dead, member become insolvent, the company will be run as it is. So it has perpetual succession and the members may come and go. And in this one, it has perpetual succession. The partners can come in. A very important concept. See, cool. Next, charter document. Partnership deed is a charter of a firm which donate its scope of operation, right and duties of partner. In this one, memorandum and article of association is a charter of company, and this one LLP. So these are the important document in partnership firm. It have a partnership deed for company, AOA, MOA, and for LLP. LLP agreement is the most important document. In LLP deed, basically the rights and duties of partners are there. In MOA, that's define the scope of operation of company, and for LLP, that's define the right and duties of the partners. If we talk about the common seal, so there is no concept of common seal in partnership, but in this signature of company and every company have its common seal. But always remember, after 2015, it is not compulsory to have a common seal. Okay? And in LLP, it's to name the signature and LLP may have its own common seal dependent upon terms of the agreement. Cool. Next. If we talk about the member, minimum there should be two, maximum 100 according to Company Act 2013 and Company Rules say 2014 the maximum partner should be 50. In this one, minimum 2, maximum 200 in the private limited company. In public, minimum 7 and maximum that is unlimited in public. For LLP, minimum should be 2, maximum no limitation in the maximum number of partners. And in LLP, always remember there should be 2 designated partners in LLP. And what is the role of designated partner? All the legal compliance of LLP will be done by this. Okay. Ownership of assets. Partner have joint ownership of all the assets belonging to partnership firm. It means the partners have to purchase the assets in the name of partnership firm always. Okay. So partners, because what is partnership firm? The partners collectively are called partnership firm. Company independent of member has ownership of assets and LLP independent of partner has ownership of assets. It means company can purchase the things in the name of its own and LLP can also purchase the things of its own. Okay, next. If we talk about the right and duties, obligations of partners or director, so in partnership, it is written in the partnership deed. In company, the rights, duties, obligation of directors is governed by AOA and resolution passed by shareholder or director. In this one, it is governed by LLP agreement that we have discussed. Okay, liability of partners member, unlimited liability. In this one, generally limited to the amount required to be paid on each other, और यहाँ पे limited to the extent of their contribution toward LLP, except in the case of intentional fraud and wrongful act done by the partner. It means in LLP, always remember, in LLP, suppose P1, P2, P3 are there. If P3 have done the wrongful act, for that wrongful act, LLP is liable, not other partners are liable. This is very much important. That's why the liability is limited. Okay, extend to the contribution toward the end. That is the important key point. Principal and agent relationship. So first of all, section 182 talks about the relationship between principal and agent. Okay, so the partners are agent of firm and other partners. Exactly. If one partner have done the wrongful act, all other partners are liable. In this, director act as an agent of the company and not of the member. And this one, partners act as an agent of LLP, not other partner. It means if one partner have done the wrongful act, the partner, this one, LLP is liable, not other partners. So this is important. So the mutual agency exists in this particular. Okay, so this is the important difference between the LLP partnership and this one. Okay, now let's start with the questions of LLP. Okay, questions of LLP. See, a group of three friends, Raj, Simran, Anjali, decided to start a consulting firm. They are concerned about liability issue and want a business structure that provides them with flexibility while limiting their personal liability. They are considering forming the LLP. Now tell me, what are the key benefits of forming LLP instead of general partnership? What are the mandatory requirements for registering in LLP in India? And can LLP only have one partner? Why and why? Tell me, class. So here we are. The exact answer for this is key benefits. Why we want to open an LLP instead of company and partnership? Because in LLP, the liability is limited. LLP don't have a separate legal existence. No requirement of minimum capital. Lesser compliance compared to company and flexibility in the management. So these are the key benefits of it. Mandatory requirement, there should be two partners, one designated partner, digital signature certificate required, LLP agreement required, and PAN tax for tax compliance. And C class, basically, if we talk about the partnership. So in partnership now, if one partner will be there, okay, the partnership form will be closed. But in LLP, if one partner is there, first of all, minimum is two. But suppose if it is one, that is totally not allowed. But if one partner is doing the business now, so for all the liability, only that partner is liable. So that's why no, LLP cannot have only one partner as per LLP Act. LLP must have at least two partners. If number of partners fall below 2 for 6 months, it may lead to the dissolution. Okay, so this is the exact right answer. LLP have supposed two partners, Arjun and Priya. Due to Priya negligence, LLP incurred a huge loss in the client project. The client sued LLP for damages, that is compensation. Arjun, who was not involved in the project, is concerned about his liability. Can Arjun be held personally liable for Priya's action? What are the liabilities protection for partners in the LLP, and in what situation can partner be held personally liable? So class, in this particular, as we know that Arjun cannot be personally liable for Priya negligence because mutual agency concept does not apply in LLP. Partners are not personally liable for each other's wrongful act unless they are directly involved. For liability protection, limited to the extent of the capital contribution, no personal liability for business debt, and not liable for wrongful act of the partner. Situation where partners can be personally liable if they act fraudulently, negligently, they sign the personal guarantee and continue business after the LLP partners become insolvent. Cool. Next, ABC, a partnership firm is there. Want to convert into LLP to take advantage of LLP and corporate structure, because we know LLP is the hybrid of partnership firm in this. So process of converting, what happened to the firm assets, and can the name of existing firm be retained after the conversion? See class, whatever the question I'm asking, okay, these questions can be come in the form of MCQ. So that's why just try to understand the concept. That is important. Okay, see the answer. For process of conversion, you need a digital signature certificate and director identification number. This this form, this is the application, this is form, LLP agreement, and get approved. After conversion, all assets, liabilities, contract are transferred to the LLP. Old partnership ceases to exist. No new stamp duty is required on assets. And yes, the name can be retained, but the word LLP should be there in the last of the second. Okay, now an LLP named PQR LLP has been inactive for 2 years. The partner decide to dissolve it as they have not generating revenue. What are the legal ways to dissolve LLP? Can LLP be struck off voluntarily? And what happens if LLP does not file for dissolution but remain inactive? Inactive means they are not doing the business. So class, just hold on this YouTube and give me the answer. Now I'm just showing you the right answer. So way to dissolve LLP, there should be voluntary or compulsory binding. Yes, LLP can apply for striking off voluntary if they have no assets liability, inactive for 1 year, and all partner agree to dissolve. If LLP remain inactive but does not file for dissolution, it's still liable for annual filing, and penalty may be imposed for non-compliance, and ROC can be struck off. So these are the some important questions where you can understand this one. Okay. Now one question is your homework.